Mavericks, and we're underway in Dallas. Beyond the arc for three. That's the start they were looking for, just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
And look out. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
To Luka Doncic. Nothing going here on that drive. Doncic lets it fly from long range. Dirk delivers. They've been trying to figure this guy out for 20 years, and it's still not working.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Defense! Defense, let's go!
And he'll head to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
DeAndre Ayton at the line. And hits the first free throw.
Coming right back to you.
And gets both to drop at the line. Mavericks with the possession. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Knock that down, yo.
Luka Doncic slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Here comes the screen. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Devin Booker trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Brunson. He can't get past the defender. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Able to convert on both free throws. It's Suns ball. Probing the defense. Look out, Devin Booker. 3 for 4. Good start.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Luka Doncic. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Here's what's brilliant about Luka Doncic. Everybody thinks that you need to be fast or be able to ISO somebody and create your own shot with your speed or your athleticism or your explosiveness. That is not the case. Doncic is 6'8", 230 pounds. Put that smaller guard on your hip, post him up, walk him down, shoot shots over the top. If you have an uncanny style of play, that game can reward you a ton in this league.
To Brunson. Can't connect. Not the best shot with the defender right there.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter is more...
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play career mode now.
this one from north of the border. The Mavericks control the tap. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Leonard to Lowry. Kristaps Porzingis snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Bagley. Knocked loose. Lee. That pass taken away by Toronto. Gets it in the left corner. Spins and scores.
A little early in the game, but someone's got to be feeling pretty good out there.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know what I love about this kid, Ed? His eyes never once wandered to where the defender was. They stayed fixated right on his target, the basket. That's why he's a prolific shooter.
For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down 5. Leonard to Lowry. Goes to the left side. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
To Bagley. That's rebounded by Toronto. Lowry into the front court. 5-point game. Leonard, well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those that dropped earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got it.
Subbing in for the Toronto Raptors, number 7.
Toronto has the basketball. Leonard to Ibaka. To Leonard. Trying to cash in. Kawhi Leonard. 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
He gets it.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a chance. It's no good. Great defense.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Bagley. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Ginobili with it. Down 4. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. Lowry into the front court. Down 2. Got it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Screen coming, screen.
From the outside, no good. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot. Dallas has it.
Hey, lock up.
Number 20,
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Lowry with it. His guys can hold for the final shot. To Danny Green. Screen coming. Lowry to Danny Green. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our last.
The Raptors have themselves a tie after 2 quarters of action. And these guys have
Player of the half.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Surveys the floor. Leonard. Ooh, he'll take that.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Screen coming. Here's Leonard for 2. That's no good. To Lee. From long range. Won't go down. Danny Green to Leonard. Well done. Kyle Lowry. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Rises for the slam.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Up by 3. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Danny Green's got 2 shots coming. A career 81% free throw shooter. Goes 2. With the interception, great defensive play.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Here we go. My ball.
Toronto with the basketball. Mavs have it.
You better get back on D's. This thing is not over.
To Bagley. Nothing going here on that drive. That's going to be out of bounds. Leonard to Ibaka. Down low for Leonard. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot?
Oh, yeah, let's go. Let's go. Shot. Yep.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's the Raptors with the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point.